All right, guys, let's talk about the loss against the Thunder because I haven't been able to make a video after the past couple of games because I was sick all week. But today is a different story. Talking about last night, I mean, where do we even begin? Karl Anthony Towns has essentially two field goals throughout, 85% of the game. And he goes on a 7-0 personal run, and then Mike Brown takes him out, puts him in 30 seconds later. But to that point, it kind of just killed the momentum that the Knicks had built when they came back and ended up cutting it to two. So there's several things wrong with the Knicks. They still don't know how to best utilize Cat. They don't know where he's best used in the sense of in general to be effective, but also with certain lineups. And then you look at the bench of the Knicks, it just hasn't been very good. Like the Knicks have the third fewest scoring bench in the NBA. I mean, and because of that, they've lost four consecutive games against teams with a winning record. Obviously, most recently being the Thunder, and then on a couple of days before that, they lost to the Hornets. So you just look at the Knicks, and I think Brunson kind of said it best: is like we're trying to play our best basketball right now and then get even better into the playoffs, but it just they're running out of time here. I mean, the best teams in the league, the Thunder, the Celtics, I mean, they're winning games, they're cruising as they typically do. And the Knicks just seem like they're kind of getting by. They've had close games with Utah, with Brooklyn, with Indiana. This doesn't look like a Knicks team that's about to go on a deep playoff run. But hey, man, you kind of never know. You just never know with the Knicks what you're really going to get. And hopefully they can beat Houston on Tuesday. But it looks like the two seed is not necessarily out of reach because it's 2.5 games, but this is the Boston Celtics we're talking about. I mean, the Knicks would have to get hot down the last couple of games here, and then the Celtics, they're going to need some help too. The Knicks do play the Celtics Thursday, April 9th, which certainly helps our case, but they also have Charlotte. They're going to have Atlanta. So there's some tough games. Houston, and Memphis isn't a free win. They're going to compete. Same thing with the Bulls. So I mean, you just look at New York, and we've been kind of waiting for them to just have a consistent stretch of games. But I mean, the 7 game win streak was nice and all, but a lot of the win streaks also what matters is who you're beating. And we haven't seen that win we've been looking for the Knicks. They could have done it in OKC, and that would have been exactly what Knicks fans were hoping for, but they didn't. It's simple as that. And we'll go ahead and we'll look at the stats of the game because it definitely will tell the full story. And I will say, last night was one of the rare games that the Knicks lost, and I wasn't blaming the Knicks in the sense of OKC shot 38 free throws. Like, how do you expect the Knicks to win when they give up that many free throws? Now, you could argue that, hey, look, you fouled them, but a lot of them I just didn't agree with. And I know I'm biased, but, like, trust me, when the Knicks lose, like, they lost to the Hornets like that, they just basically got their asses kicked. But I just thought OKC got a lot of calls that went their way. And it just, like, what are the Knicks really supposed to do defensively if they can't even touch Shea or any of these guys? But man, Shea, he did go to the free throw line 16 times. It's just ridiculous, man. Like, and also Lou Dort running straight through Josh Hart. They called that on Hart. And then Dort and Deuce McBride. I mean, hopefully he's going to be good to go because that was a messy situation. Lou Dort just doesn't play basketball. He plays football. And then Shea, it's like you breathe on him and it's a foul. Like Jalen Brunson last night, guys, he ended up finishing with, I think, 32. Yeah, he had 32, but he took 4 free throws. Shea had 30, but he took 16. I mean, if you would have told me that Brunson would absolutely outplay Shea, I would have felt very good about the Knicks. But really, what it came down to was that the free throw shooting, Karl-Anthony Towns didn't get going until it was way too late. And then the bench was just lackadaisical for the Knicks. Alvarado, 3 of 10. He continues to struggle. Mitchell Robinson, 18 minutes, 3 points and 4 rebounds. I mean, it's not bad, 2 blocks, but Mitch didn't really take over. He also missed a clear putback at the rim. Usually Mitch gets those to go. Jordan Clarkson, 1 of 6. Miles McBride, 0 for 3. It was his first game in months. Leaves due to an injury. I mean, he hadn't played in months. Lou Dort. Honestly, my mic cut out. I don't even remember where I was at, so I just kind of guessed. But yeah, the bench scores 13 points. You're not going into OKC and winning with your bench scoring that few unless your starters erupt. And outside of Brunson, they just didn't. I mean, I love to see 15, 15, 15, but again, I mean, Cat is going to have to dominate if you want to beat these good elite teams, and he's shown that he can do it. Like Cat, he's had some monster games this season, but he's also had some very quiet ones, and he's not even being aggressive. He's not looking for the ball, and I say this all the time. I mean, if you watch the Knicks, you'll probably agree. It's like Cat has to be the best player for the Knicks to win. He's 7 foot. Like Jalen Brunson's a 6'2" guard that isn't the most athletic in the world. Like he's gonna be great, but he needs also Cat to kind of step up here. And when Brunson's off, especially like to start the fourth quarter, I mean, Cat got going towards the middle of it, but like to start the fourth, it would have been good. Or hell, even just the entire game when Brunson was off, if Cat was able to just go out there and make some plays. And he had that 7-0 run, and then he comes out of the game and it crushes the momentum, like I said earlier. So I don't know why Tyler Kolek doesn't play. I mean, Jose Alvarado, he's not giving the Knicks anything. I mean, he was a +6 in like his defense, but he's not shooting the ball well. He's kind of turning it over, and he seems like he's rushed. I mean, the point of bringing Alvarado was better defense and just better leadership. He's a veteran compared to Kolek, but like Kolek, I mean, whenever he comes in, he'll play 10 minutes and he'll get like 9 assists. So I'd rather just see Kolek to this point. I don't know what Mike Brown's waiting for. Diawara 2 minutes, like I said, so he's not a consistent part of the rotation. It looks like it's just, man, Mike Brown has had some good moments, but he's also had a lot of bad. Like the Knicks have had a lot of blowout wins this season, but they've also not played winning teams well. I mean, I think they're like, I'm just completely guessing here, but I think the Knicks are like 24-18 or something like that against teams with a winning record. But that's not exactly what you want to see for the Knicks. You want to see them beat these teams, and they're competing, but competing isn't exactly good enough right now. I don't know what to really make of the Knicks. I mean, I know a lot of people think that this is a first-round exit. I completely disagree. I do think that the Knicks absolutely can compete with Detroit and Boston in a playoff series, but I don't think the Knicks are better. I really don't. And I didn't think the Knicks were better than the Celtics last year when they played them. I picked the Knicks because I'm a Knicks fan, but I mean, they got that done, but it just feels like the Celtics are better than they were last year, which is scary. And then Detroit obviously is light years better. And both those teams are going to have home court. So the Knicks are going to have to go out there with their backs against the wall. It was supposed to be basically who can stop the Knicks. And now it's like, all right, well, this is going to be extremely difficult. No Halliburton. Tatum was supposed to be out, and he's back. And now, I mean, it's just so much of a gauntlet as it was last season and in previous seasons. The West is going to be difficult. I mean, it just goes to show that winning a championship is never going to be easy. Like, it's going to push you to your absolute limit. And for the Knicks, it's just going to come down to continuity, man. Is like, can they do this together? Can they kind of buy in here? And like, Cat genuinely has no clue how to best utilize himself to win. And I think a lot of that is just Cat. But I think a lot of it as well is also the coaching staff. So like it's from the start of the season, there's just been something off with Cat and Mike Brown. I mean, obviously Tibbs was here last season, and then the Knicks wanted him to go, and they bring in Mike Brown. It took them time to buy in, but then they won the Cup championship, and then they had some win streaks, right? I mean, they beat the Spurs win streak. So there's been a lot of highs this season, but there's just been so many lows to where it doesn't even really matter. So, man, I mean, to this point, I'm just a viewer. I mean, I was always a viewer, but like to this point, you know, I make videos, but it's like, what do I really say? I mean, the Knicks are going to have to go out there and find a way to get it done, because I couldn't care less if the Knicks make it to the conference finals. Like, I really want to see them make it to the finals and win a championship. But to this point, are the Knicks even going to get to the conference finals? They're going to have to beat Boston in the second round. So